I feel completely off center today. I woke up at something ridiculous like 4:30. Couldn't didn't get to sleep. Tried to sleep. An hour later, it's like I'm still awake. Come 6 o'clock, I decide. Oh no, it was 5:30. 5:30, I decide. Oh, I'm gonna do something with my phone. So I do fiddle with my phone for like half an hour or so. Um, and then I'm so woozy in the head. It's like I've literally like hit my head into you know subconsciousness, and I'm not waking up from it or something. I'm like still like I feel like I just all woozy, and then I was like a little bit of a walk outside helps, but I probably do have to do a little bit of exercise before I start work today, which is going to be very soon, by the way. It's when my computers are loading. And and um and yeah, so I just had a rough night's sleep, I would say. I know it's like when I work on my posture because I have a curved over office posture because I don't always sit up straight, and I got into a habit of not sitting up straight for quite a few years, and so now it's like, oh, whenever I'm work, I'm forcing myself to sit up straight because it's such a better way to be, to have your back straight, and it's less pressure on your stomach, and it makes you feel better too. So, but it's a little. Sometimes I strain myself. I'm getting used to doing some arm and neck warm ups before I sit at my computer, because I sometimes I just turn my head from one computer to another, and I literally like strain something in my back, in my upper back, and I'm like, kind of that happens. So I'm getting used to doing some exercise before I sit down, because it's like doing a bit of stretching, just, arms over your head, a little bit of a neck roll kind of thing. It eases the strain on your body, and it's like you won't strain yourself if you warm up a little every now and again. And even if you do it infrequently while you're sitting at your computer, it's like it's a better thing to do to be. But I literally have uh, quite a few hours to sit here and do work, so I'm just waiting for my computer to load and start functioning, um, and stuff like that. So I do a little bit of turning on this and turning on that. Yeah, see, it's not turning on. first time like in a while like I've turned it on and the software updated doesn't need to be updated. But aside from like feeling woozy, like I feel like, you know, I feel really weak today, like really weak. It's like I don't know how I'm gonna last through a whole day of work. But you know, this morning I was looking for possible additional jobs so that I get more work because I'm behind my bills and I've got to collect my bills so I see how much I actually owe. And I'm paying $20 a week from this week just to be like, well, it's not all the money that I owe, but at least it's like a little bit of something or other. So, and then when I get more money in, I'm totally money focused right now. It's like totally focused on the money. I didn't win a car draw this week. On Tuesday, AP. Tuesday. Didn't say in office or anything, I have to check that. But yeah, I just tell them, oh, can't come in, I'm working, because you don't sacrifice your work for Centrelink. But I literally feel like my jaw's gonna like fall off or something. It's like somewhere on the inside you're like incredibly like, patchy. Started with getting up and standing on my feet, and I remembered when I was doing jockeying at some stage, it's like someone injured my feet, and so I felt like, oh, these injuries feel like they want to pop out, kind of thing. It was a very traumatic experience, all this sporting stuff. You need a strong team to support you, otherwise you get victimized. But anyway, I was doing it on my own, silly me, and obviously, not just being a chick, but being someone just plowing through in an immature way leaves you open to not just criticisms, but victimization, bullying, this and threats, this and that. So it wasn't the worst, probably, but I did get a little bit injured, and it was totally, flowered over, and I was like, and this morning I got up and I was like, ooh, my injuries felt like they want to pop out, kind of thing. But anyway, and then, I had a feeling that, oh my God, now my jaw wants to fall out, and, probably like totally dead somewhere on the inside because of all my antics that I've been through. And then it's like, no, not. As long as I keep my composure, it's like, okay. But, I don't know. It's just an afterthought, because, you see yourself get like cut down and patched back up, and then it's like somewhere that, this is just like probably covering over the fact that you've been cut down already. So, but I generally feel fine. But today I just feel a little woozy in the head. It's like, am I gonna like feel like this all day long? And I'm like, that would be a shame. So, but I'm getting through my travel log, so I'm doing video after video after video. So it's like Friday today, Friday the 28th of April. So it'll probably be Monday before any of my most recent vlogs are put up, but they'll be put up sometime, but it won't be put on. Usually I do it on the day, and it's like I'm a little bit behind because I'm doing all the little videos and things I took on the travel videos, so which I just want to hold on to and remember, and helps me lightly document your journeys. I mean, it's not a heavy documentary, and I didn't even paste them all together to make a travel video. I'm like, I couldn't be bothered, my video editor really sucks. I'm using this purple one, which is, I got a lifetime subscription ages ago, and I'm using it because my newer one needed a rescription, and I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered paying any more money, and so what else do I have here? And it's like, oh, here's the one that I never use, and I never use it because it's so crappy, and so I just don't bother a lot of the times with making videos with it, so. But I mean, it's not as though it's the worst in the world. I mean, it does have some effects and everything. It's just hard to edit because it doesn't have an easy editing. It has like these timeline blocks that you can put one video, then another. But other editors allow you to like merge the videos to create overlays and has more visual effects, or has smoother visual effects and all this and that. So you can only do like pretty much a choppy job with that little one there. And you're like going, it's kind of crappy. I don't bother using it because it's kind of crappy. But obviously if I were intent on joining all the videos together, but it's really hard to edit them. Like, I find it hard to edit the videos and make them shorter if you want them shorter, and this and that. So, and it's not as easy to put forward functions to make things go fast, like speed things up while you're on a boring bit of the video or something. So, it's really just a basic paste, and it has some visual effects and some toning effects, and you can put music, but it's not the best. Like, I used to have the storyboard editor, which was a lot better and easier to use. It had more effects, you could overlay. It was better, but it, like I said, when it came time to renew a subscription, I was like, oh, I couldn't be bothered doing that. So yeah, so I've only got 10 minutes left, so I'm not going to get to writing any stories today. I was going to start the day with writing stories, but it takes forever for the word to load. It takes like 10 minutes for the word to load, because this is still, it's an okay computer, but it's still quite slow, and it takes forever for things to come up and load. And it's like this, it's not like this one. This one's the this one here is the excellent one, but I don't use it for general purposes because number one, I don't use laptops anymore for general purposes because it's bad for your posture, but it's but also it's quick, but it's I don't like these. I mean, I find these keys difficult to use, but then again, like, I've been using a lot, it's over here and it's not situated as well. But I like desktop computers to use generally because they're a lot better for your posture and they're better to use. But I was given this for a birthday present like a couple of years ago, and I had been saving up to buy a $5,000 a fast computer. I wanted to buy a $5,000 one, so it's like, it's going to be the best, the fastest, no slow loading, this and that, just like this laptop is. This one's a good laptop. But I didn't buy it because this one was bought for me, and I was like, oh, now that I've got a little crappy one, I have to use it. So I'm probably going to be 10 years using this, and it's like 10 years, if it gets really annoying, I'll just buy a $5,000 computer. But while I have it, it's like, well, it works well enough. It's just like a little slow and you can't do everything. And I did lose a job last year because I didn't have a fast enough computer. So it wasn't like my dream choice. But I just said, what the hey, I don't really feel like spending $5,000 right now anyway. So I just picked it up and I've been using it ever since. So yeah. Anyway, I gotta get on with my day, so I've got 10 minutes before I start work, so that should be interesting.